for instance, when we're talking about weather, and if I'm going to, the way I would teach it here in this methodology at Ambleside, we would take the text, and the text is really what drives things. So we're reading the text as a group. Sometimes they're reading with me, sometimes they're listening, and we tell a little chunk, and then they will tell. I'll read a little chunk, and then they'll tell back to see, what they're understanding. Because if you can tell back, that means you know it. We have an opportunity to add then. If somebody goes, oh, I remember this also. So that just gives the opportunity to take the words, the ideas in the text, and put it into our brain, and then be able to talk back about it. So we get all that done, and then once those sort of ideas are floating around in your head, then we're going to take an open-ended question and just make it kind of cement in there. So, we've talked about weather, we've talked about clouds, we've talked about rain, we talked about wind currents and all that. And then, so you might say, well, why do you think God designed things this way, And, well, that's an open-ended question, but what's amazing to me is they'll start taking those ideas that they just learned, and then they'll go, well, I think maybe he decided to do that because, I don't know, and then they just have their reasons, and they back it up then, and I'll say, well, why do you say that? Or, how would that look? What do you think he was thinking when he did that? Or something like that. And so there's all kinds of areas with that. Also, sometimes, depending on the subject, they'll bring something from another subject and build on it. Something from maybe Bible that we read would apply the rules of the Israelites, and the God had given them the laws through Moses. Well, then we were reading about Sparta and the laws that the Spartans lived by. So then we talked about, well, how are they similar? How are they different? And, it's just amazing. They were just pulling very specific details to defend their ideas.